Live from the Piazza at Quinnipiac University, Q30 presents Late Night with Kevin Carroll. Tonight's guest, Timothy Dansdale. And tonight's musical guest, Oaktree. I'm Tom Valerio. Here's your host, Kevin Carroll.
Yeah, all right. Woo! Hello everyone. Thank you. All right, shut up. Enough. We're going to get right into it. A lot of stuff's happened since our last show. We've been away for a while, so we're diving right into it, guys. I need to bring you up to speed. The Rwandan government, to combat STDs, is now distributing circumcision kits that can be administered by a rural nurse. The procedure is cheaper and safer than going to an unlicensed doctor, but they do require that you leave a tip. Off to a killer start. Don't laugh, guys. Safe sex. It's very important. So much so that two guys in Florida are now evading police after they allegedly stole $450 worth of condoms. Either they're the two luckiest men on the earth, or they're making a porn spoof of the movie Up. It's a thinker. That joke hit a little too close to home for some Floridian parents, though, who brought their kids to Disney's latest movie and were shocked when a graphic sex clip was played accidentally. Disney has since come out and apologized, saying that they got a little too lazy with their subliminal messaging. More Floridian insanity this week. A woman married a Ferris wheel named Bruce. Now, before you judge, just know he's a very well-rounded guy. Let's just hope for her sake the children get most of her genes. I know labor's rough as it is. It doesn't help if you're giving birth to a merry-go-round, which I assume is what happens when a Ferris wheel impregnates you. I don't know. Moving on. And not just in Florida. Crazy stuff's going on everywhere. In Atlanta, a man was arrested for stealing 5 cents worth of electricity from a school when he charged his electric car while waiting for his son. In other petty crimes taken too seriously because the police have nothing better to worry about, a man was sentenced to death for approaching the express register at Stop and Shop with 11 items. Shame on him. Lawlessness. In further chaos south of the Mason-Dixon line, a South Carolina man stabbed his brother over which silverware to use at dinner. They let their guests vote who preferred the ones that haven't been inside someone's organs. Take us away from the southern United States, please. All right, since you asked. A Colorado woman who offered topless hairstyling services was arrested this week for practicing without a license. The authorities were alerted by a woman who was concerned over the fact that her husband left to get his hair cut for the 3rd time that day. Here's a little nugget of information for you guys. In recent news, reports have come out saying that Pope Francis used to be a bouncer. I bet he was a damn good one, too. I'd submit to anyone who came at me with a 4-foot tiara. Whoa, buddy. Back it up, Chief. Don't make me call my posse, all right? I got Jesus on speed dial. Jesus, Jesus, it's ethnic humor. Moving across the globe, 2 Armenian men aimed to break the record for the world's longest handshake. The record was previously held by your creepy single uncle intrusively asking you questions about school at Thanksgiving. Yeah, Uncle Rick, school's pretty good. No girlfriend yet. Yeah, I guess that means I'm available. That's how my holiday went. According to a recent survey, Havana, Cuba is rising on the list of top traveling destinations. Also on the list for top vacation spots this year are Guantanamo Bay and the Philippines. Too soon. Ooh. Yikes. We'll edit some laughter into that one. Lighten the mood. Americans are now urging that congressmen be required to take drug tests. This is most likely stemming from the fact that the mayor of Toronto has accomplished more in recent years while on crack. But looking forward, it's Christmas soon. Now, it won't quite be ready this year, but there's a new form of shipping that Amazon is trying to develop. It's called Amazon Air. The way they do it is they have a small unmanned helicopter drop your package off. My grandfather can't even comprehend that you don't need to buy stamps for email. There's no way I'm going to be able to convince him that he's not in Nam when a Black Hawk swoops down to bring him his depends. So it'll be an interesting Christmas season, but it's going to be an even more interesting show right now. So please give it up. Let's go. Tom, get over here, you sly dog.
Hey!
How you doing there, Tommy?
I'm grand, as they say.
Do they say that?
They've never said that.
Who says
once.
that?
No one.
Tom, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was great, Kevin. I went to Massachusetts.
Oh, the home of America.
Yes, the home of America. It was very, very patriotic.
Where you were in Plymouth?
No, I was not. I was in Framingham.
Oh,
Framingham.
it's not as pilgrimy, but Squanto's from there, right?
Yeah, that's all they talked about, Kevin. that's all they talked about.
That's all right. Well, Framingham doesn't have a lot going for them, but
Nope, not at all.
Tom, Christmas is coming up soon.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure you're excited.
I'm very excited.
Have you been a good boy this year, Tom?
I've been very good. I've been on my A game.
Your sly grin doesn't allude to that. What have you been up to, Tom? What are you expecting this year?
What am I expecting?
Yeah, old
I
Saint Nick.
asked for all seasons of Pretty Little Liars.
Oh,
So,
that's very
so I
masculine
got
of
that
you.
going. I got that going for me.
Hey.
You know.
You know what? If you wouldn't
Looking
mind, why
forward
don't
to
you just move down to that seat?
I'm comfortable right here.
We're okay. Well, I'm not. But Tom, it is the season. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Just like you, Kevin.
He must work for the NSA. So be good for the sake of your American citizenship.
That I will, Kevin.
Those are just a taste of my lyrics that will be debuting in my Christmas album coming out in a couple weeks. People on campus were lucky enough to hear bits and pieces of it as I went around caroling in a segment conveniently titled Kevin Carolling. So why don't we check that out? You can clap, it's okay. I saw Mommy kissing Java John in the line to a bump pan last night. I just wanted some coffee, and now I simply can't unsee that horrifying, frightening sight. I might just have to take my life tonight. Saw Mommy kissing Java John. Some things in this world are just not right. Oh, how repulsive he would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Java John last night. Saturday night, holy night, fresh away at the side, round the sun, shivering cold, dressed Public safety, give back my bag and stop frisking. Seriously, you can frisk me. A lot of fun. A lot of fun we had there. So, a new year means an exciting new start to a semester for all of us students. But the feeling is not always the same for the professors, a lot of whom have said students come in with preconceived notions about them that they might have learned from the popular website ratemyprofessor.com. So we're allowing them the opportunity to set the record straight and respond to some of these heinous comments made by students in a segment we like to call Professors Strike Back. Why don't we check that out?
Hello, I'm Timothy Danel, Associate Professor of English at Quinnipiac University.
I'm Professor Philip Lamar Cunningham, Visiting Assistant Professor of Media Studies. I'm here to speak to you about a matter of serious importance.
I've been asked to read some Rate Your Professor or Berate Your Professor. I'm not sure what it is.
I have looked at my Professor ratings, and they're pretty high. Students love my teaching abilities and thought that they learned a great deal in my class.
Unorganized, though he really felt like he was on top of things when he wasn't. Kind of creepy. When he first walked in, I thought he was the janitor.
One chili pepper for hotness. And that must be somebody being very, very charitable, because if anybody were to mistakenly take this course because there was a chili pepper there, they're going to be very disappointed. A non-traditional student already on Social Security, perhaps.
Nobody finds me to be hot at Quinnipiac. It's a damn shame is what it is.
Here's somebody really nice. She wanted to challenge us so we would get the most out of our experience. Exactly, it's college. I want you to get your full money's worth. If you paid $5 for a chocolate bar, do you want only $3 worth of chocolate?
Well, may I say to this student, and I suppose to all students who go on this rather unorganized site, first of all, one should use good writing conventions. This piece has no capitals. It misspells felt or fell. He really felt like he was on top of things.
But you are not recognizing my handsomeness, Quinnipiac. This disappoints me greatly.
This is lovely. Best teacher I ever had. Get into her class and learn something. The only teacher I will miss at QU. That's fantastic. The problem is that I never taught History 250.
The course is not things, it is concepts. Reading, writing, thinking, listening, speaking. And students who don't understand how to speak when I ask them to speak are kind of creepy.
I remember who this is because I remember the course and I remember the problem that this person was having.
One of the problems with these is I don't have any chili peppers. I just want to point that out.
He sat in the back row. He was a health science major, and the template alone for QU 301 he found daunting.
But no chili peppers.
My response to this guy would be he was 1 in a million, and he probably is in real life as well as on Rate My Professor. I don't know if you want to use that, but that really rips me off fairly.
I'm kind of like Heisenberg.
Next time you go to ask your professor, when is something due? Do I have to read it? Read your goddamn syllabus, people.
I go after illiterate students, ignorant students, bigoted students, closed-minded students. And if you come to college never having learned any of that, that's your fault, not mine. You're kind of creepy for being an illiterate, non-intellectual, over-entitled, learned helplessness fool. Next, they're going to go to the Learning Center to find out just how unprepared and illiterate they in fact are. And then they murder the messenger. They should go home, get on Facebook, get on Twitter. In fact, they should major in Twitterture. That's what they should do. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Had him, was that sexual? You should have you never should have come. Thank you very much. Anything else?
All right. Lots of fun there. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we have an exclusive interview with none other than Professor Timothy Danel. Stick around, you don't want to miss it.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken with cheese for just over $4, giant cheesesteak subs, and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Right now, we have an exclusive interview with our special guest. Some of you may know / fear him. He's an English professor here at Quinnipiac University. Please help me welcome Professor Timothy Danel. Hey, all right, yeah, get out. Get out, yeah, all right, Tim Danel, there he is. How you doing? Oh, hey. How's it going? Have a seat right here. Okay, we'll hug.
And I wanted to give you a little more money. I already gave you some.
Oh, yeah.
On the show,
I'll speak. There we go.
Do another study so you get a quarter. There you go.
That's all it takes, guys. Just simple bribes. All right. Now that that's taken care of, we're ready to go.
Great.
Now we actually want to learn about you. So you
want to learn?
Not very much now. But let me just get one thing out in the open right now. You're the creator of the QU seminars. Is that correct?
No, you can't hang that on me.
No?
It was created by Sean Duffy in 2005 and a bunch of people, but it was spiraling down in a certain death, and when I took it over in 2008,
you took it farther.
I have been credited. I know this upset students. You wanted it to die, but I revived it in 2008 and wrote a new introduction and trained teachers, but I hear that you still hate it.
It's stable
But
in a
I
coma
retired.
if you did revive it.
I retired. I did it for 3 years. I taught it for 6, and I believe it's important. But you know,
We're not here to rag on you for
All right.
QU 201.
No, rag away.
I wanted to know because I didn't have a name to scream out as I shook my fist angrily every time I walked out of QU 201. So if you wouldn't mind me just Dan's do!
201.
That felt.
I had nothing to do with
Oh,
201.
okay. Well, still felt good. A nice sense of closure. It is a nice name to scream. Now, people have come out and said that you resemble that guy right there, Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And also, there's a gentleman by the name of Count Olaf from.
Jim Carrey.
He's from a series of unfortunate events, which is ironically the same title given to Tom's childhood home videos.
I mean, it's true.
A series of unfortunate events, and look where you are now. Hey, it's all
I
right.
don't want to talk about it.
Happy to have you, Tom. Happy to have you.
Okay.
But I don't want to rag on you for QU because I think that it did get through to me. I think it did its purpose.
So one student.
I know. Listen, we're supposed to be thinking about the bigger questions. Who are we and what is our purpose? And I think that really got through to me because every time I was in class, I was thinking, why am I here? And by the time I left, who am I? Like, I don't even know anymore.
Well,
So it did spark at least some sort of some sort of investigation into my own identity,
this is excellent.
albeit a terrifying and depressing one. But
you're catering to your natural narcissism. It's all about me. Who am I? There was another component.
we had a fun activity to do. I think we might have to arm wrestle right now. I don't know.
No, let's hug it out. Bitch.
Okay.
All right.
I survived. I did.
Was I not supposed to say that
I
word?
survived. Oh, we'll fix it in post. All right. So, I mean, but there is like a negative connotation to it among the student population. But ironically enough, that has created a sense of community among the students.
Ooh, I like
And now
it.
we have a nice sense of shared misery that we can talk about. It hasn't, started any conversations with women for me, but
Is that
I'm
your
holding
only-
on to the dream. That's a big goal of
That's
mine.
your
yeah.
only notion of community is women?
It's an aspiration.
An
Emphasis on the ass.
aspiration.
He got it.
Very
He got
good.
it. All right.
Very good.
We're having fun. Do you think it's the students' fault? It seems like you were not pleased with at least the students that reviewed you online.
Finally, you've asked an important question, Kevin. I would say that like in anything in life, the doctor has to come halfway and the patient has to come halfway.
It makes sense.
The man has to come halfway and the woman has to come halfway.
Mm-hmm.
The student has to come halfway and the professor has to come halfway. I find myself often going all the way and saying, where are you? You know, who are you? Answer the question. Write about the question. And then I go to work in the margins and I still can't find them. And so how can I get to community when they can't even define identity?
You have plenty of space in my margins. I increased all of them to make sure I met the page line.
Well, you're a marginal figure here.
Tons and everything. This is amazing. But I do think, I mean, you have almost every teacher, at least not the tenured professors, but part-time faculty.
Thank God for tenure.
I mean,
no, thank you, Leahy.
Well, what I was going to say is that you have all these people teaching this class, and they're talking about their own life experiences that might not necessarily be relevant or speaking to us as students. I was sitting at the table at Thanksgiving, listening to distant relatives ramble on about absolute nonsense, and I'm halfway through my turkey and I realize I'm in QU 101 right now.
Yes.
I think, you know, if the teachers maybe you brought specialized teachers who study those particular concepts, I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, there's some form of miscommunication there between the teacher and student.
Yes. This is beyond the rigorous training I give teachers. There's a 3-day workshop. I cannot make up for teachers who have no grounding in philosophy, history, literature, and I can't make up for their lack of charisma or relevance.
I think you do make up for all the lack of charisma across this university.
Well, thank you, but I don't really accept compliments without. Well, here, I wanted to give you this. I found this in the classroom the other day.
Wow.
It's a butterfly that you could attach to the. Well, you don't have a nose ring.
I don't know.
Attach it to the ring.
I have a nipple ring, so.
All right.
It's actually.
Or put it on the other ring where the sole of your wit is, but we don't want to see where that might be.
I don't know what that means, but I guess I'll look it up on Urban Dictionary later. Anyway, finals are coming up. That's the big thing on everyone's mind right now. And
it has such a ring of finality, doesn't it?
It's terrifying.
As if there's nothing else after that.
This is where my entire semester caves in on me, so there very well might not be anything.
So what the hell are you doing here tonight?
I've been asking myself that question the entire time. But you came prepared with some tips for students.
Steak tips?
No, tips for finals.
Oh, yes.
Tips for finals.
While I'm looking at,
that is
a plug for the Barnacle. Billy Vesio, one of my students. Excellent paper.
Get that out of here.
Oh, I found this in the classroom the other day too. Now I'm robbing Frick.
Okay.
You know I want it. Where is my wallet? Hold my wallet.
So I guess that's it. Hope you guys do well in your finals. Take that advice as you will.
Did I lose them?
I don't know. Did you? You have them somewhere. Hopefully.
Aha!
He's got
it.
There it is. So let's. Why don't you? We got them up here for you guys to see, so you guys can check them out, and read along with us. What's your first tip?
So we'll start with number 10 and work our way up to number 1.
That's generally how.
Number 10. That's most of your math majors do it that way. Number 10. Stop hooking up and start booking up.
That's actually exactly the opposite. Number 1 on my to-do list.
Number 9, learn how to sit in a chair alone for 2-hour increments.
I got that one down. That's my sex life.
Number 8, avoid the drunk bus to Toads, the bong circuit, and porno.
The 3 deadly sins.
Number 7, all you brave soldiers and gangsters, stop playing World of Warcraft and Grand Theft Auto.
Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
I've watched people play it. It's
a lot of fun. It's actually scary how much fun
during
it is.
During finals.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, it will be consuming all of my time during finals, and
it's a great
definitely makes me
If I were teaching QU 101 again, I would use Grand Theft Auto somehow. I would do
It's
that.
a lot. It definitely makes you want to kill people a little bit, but as long as you're using it on the right students,
I mean, I've considered robbing
should
the
be
bus
safe.
a few times.
The drunk bus?
No, just any bus.
That's his own bus.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Stop taking Adderall and start taking a stroll up Sleeping Giant.
Can't we do both? Meet in the middle.
You'll get up there pretty
as you say.
quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to come down. Number
number
5, get off the elliptical trainer and go to the learning center. Imagine that.
My policy is minimal exercise, physical or mental, so none of that for me, thank you.
Well, we all know what kind of exercise you do anyway. Number 4.
They do. I've made several references.
Well, I wasn't going there.
I was.
Number 4, stop buzz feeding and start deep reading. Yes, indeed.
Didn't have a joke for that one. No idea what it means. Don't know.
Number 3, look at your GPA as standing for great potential awaits. If you're below a 3.0, don't bother. Actually, that is rather...
That's messed up.
That's rather mean, isn't it? Let me just on the spot. Let's see.
That's like saying reach for the stars unless your arms aren't 5 light years long.
Nice.
In which case, just kill yourself.
Maybe since freshmen, first I have 2 classes of freshmen, they don't even have a GPA yet. But I tell them that they're at 4.0 and it's all downhill from there.
Well, it has been.
But maybe, how about instead of that one, yank the earplugs and listen to the music and lyrics of your own beautiful mind. Of course, if you don't have one, put the earbuds back in. There we go. Number 2, stop your stupid, frothless, useless Facebooking and texting and start book facing. Imagine that.
Don't have a joke for that one either. That's a brilliant pun. I respect that.
If I had a Facebook like, sorry, chalk dust.
Do those chalkboards exist anymore?
Yes, I use them. Not Blackboard virtually, Blackboard actually. If I were Zuckerberg, I would start Bookface, but no one would go on it. So
that's pretty accurate.
Number 1, remember that each class costs your parents $7,000. Prove to them that you are a strong investment.
There you go. Don't think my parents are expecting a big return on their investment, as I am a film major. So I think this is where my career...
ROI, return on investment.
Is that a term?
ROI, yes, in business.
There we go.
It's also French, Roy, for king. You are the king.
Wow. This interview has already been more beneficial than all 3 QU classes that I took. Well, thank you for coming on the show. We're going to take a quick commercial break right now, but when we come back, we have our special guest band, Oaktree. So stick around. Thanks again. A lot of fun.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. I am pleased to present to you the first live musical performance on Late Night with Kevin Carroll. Please, everyone, give it up for Oaktree.
Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. So lucky that you dropped in. I'll take your hands that just like ice. What's your hurry? Listen to the fireplace roar. Please don't hurry. Put some records on while I pour. It's bad out there. starlight now. I'll take your hat, your hair looks swell. Mind if I'm moving closer? What's the sense of hurting my pride? Baby, don't hold out, oh, but it's cold outside. Baby, you'll freeze out there. It's up to your knees out there. Through when you touch my hand. How can you do this thing to me? Imagine my lifelong sorrow. If you got pneumonia and died, get over that hold out, oh, but it's cold outside. Oh, but it's cold outside.
That's our show. This is the last episode of 2013. Aww. I just wanted to thank everyone for coming out tonight and supporting us this entire semester. A special thanks to the Fourth Wall Theater for sponsoring the show tonight. Thanks again to Timothy Dansdale and all the professors that were featured in our segment. Thanks Oaktree. Stephanie Griffin is the general manager of the campus radio station WQAQ. Listen live anytime, 24/7 at WQAQ.com. Applications are now available online for spring radio shows. Like always, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at @LateNight_KevC. We'll see you all next semester. Good night.